Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about cost center. First, we will see the meaning of cost center. So here cost center, it is defined as a location, person or an item of equipment or group of them in respect of which costs may be ascertained. So here cost center, it means a location or person or an item of equipment in respect of which costs may be ascertained. It means cost center, it is a department, section or unit within an organization where costs are incurred but not directly generate revenue. So in simple terms, it means a location, person or equipment for which costs are identified and tracked. Means for location, person or an item of equipment for which costs are identified and tracked. Means it does not generate revenue directly, but it supports overall operations. Here the main work is we have to identify or track the costs in respect of a location or a person or an item of equipment. For example, a factory house in a manufacturing company. Okay, take a factory warehouse in a manufacturing company. It is a location based cost center. So here it is a location based cost center. Here it incurs costs like rent, electricity and security. So these costs we need to identify or we need to track, but does not generate revenue directly. Clear? I will take one more example, that is a sales manager. It is a or it can be a person based cost center. Here the company tracks expenses related to their salary, traveling expenses and any training expenses. So even though they don't directly produce goods. And third example is a CNC machine, means a computer numerical control machine in an automobile factory. It can be a equipment based cost center. Here the company tracks the cost related to its maintenance, electricity or any repairs of the equipment. So to control expenses. So these are the examples of location, person and equipment based cost centers. So here we have to identify or track the cost in respect of a location, person or an item of equipment. That is called as a cost center. Clear? Now we will see the purpose of cost centers. Purpose of cost centers. First purpose is recovery of cost. Recovery of cost. It means what? Here costs are collected, classified and accumulated in respect of what? In respect of a location, person or an item of equipment. And then the costs are distributed over the products for recovery unincurred cost. So the main purpose of cost center is what? That is recovery of cost. And second purpose is cost control. Cost control. It means what? It means here cost center, it assists or helps in making a person responsible for the control of expenditure incurred by the cost center. So the manager of each cost center, they shall control cost incurred in his area of responsibility. Clear? So the main purpose of cost centers, they are, first one is recovery of cost and second one is cost control. Now we will see the types of cost centers. What are the main types of cost centers? In that first one is impersonal cost centers. Impersonal cost center. It means what? Here impersonal cost center, it means cost center that is related to a person or group of people. So personal cost center, it related to a person or group of people. Group of people. For example, sales team. Take the example of sales team. Means group of people. So this is the personal cost center. Means related to a person or group of people. Okay. And second one is impersonal cost centers. It is related to location or equipment. It is related to location or equipment. Location or equipment. For example, factory means the example of location. Okay, here personal cost center means it related to a person or group of people, and impersonal cost center, that is related to location or equipment. For example, factory. Next one is production cost center. It means what? It means that is directly involved in production. Directly involved in production, that is called as a production cost center. Okay, for example, an assembly unit. An assembly unit that is directly involved in production. And next one, service cost center. It means what? It supports the production but does not produce goods. Production cost center, it means what? That is directly involved in production, but service cost center, that only supports the production but they does not produce goods. For example, HR or any admin, they supports the production, HR and admin, but they does not produce the goods. Clear? Now next one, fifth one is operation cost center. Operation cost center. It means what? Here an operation cost center, it refers to a specific activity or operation where costs are incurred. Here operation cost center means specific activity. Only one specific activity related to which costs are incurred. For example, in an automobile factory, the painting section. In automobile factory, the painting section, it is an operation cost center. Why? Because it handles only one specific operation. That painting section that handles only one specific operation, that is painting cars. So that is called as a operation cost center, means it handles only one specific activity. And next one is process cost center. Process cost center, it means what? It refers to a broader production process, means that includes multiple operations. Here process cost centers, it includes multiple operations or multiple activity. For example, in a textile factory, take the weaving department. Okay, weaving in textile factory, the weaving department, it is a process cost center. Why? Because it includes multiple operations like spinning, dyeing and weaving fabric. So these are the multiple operations involved in weaving department. So that is called as a process cost center. In operation cost center, it handles only one specific activity. Okay, and personal cost center, it means what? That is related to a person or group of people. For example, sales team or a sales manager. And impersonal cost center, it means what? That is related to location or equipment. Means, for example, factory. And production cost center, it directly related to production. For example, an assembly unit. That is directly involved in production. And next one is service cost center. They are not directly involved in production. They are not directly involved in production, but only they support the production. For example, HR and admin. And operation cost center means it handles only one specific activity. And process cost center, it handles multiple operations. Okay, so these are the types of cost centers. So cost center, it means what? It is a location, person or an item of equipment in respect of which company has to ascertain the cost or track the cost. So the main purpose of cost centers are recovery of cost and cost control. Clear? I hope this concept, means this cost center concept, is clear to you all. If not, please leave a comment. Thank you.